It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. And tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Portland Trailblazers. For Portland, they've built some momentum early on in the season and have shown they're trending in the right direction. As the season's progressed, so has their success and their ability to produce. And one of the guys we'll watch tonight is Ty Lawson. When he's on the floor, how does he impact the game so much, Shaq, given his size?
Well, I'm not a guard, but he's impossible to stay in front of either in the open court or in half court. He has great ability to change direction and stop on a dime. And when he's hot, watch out.
North Carolina guy.
North Kakalaki, one of the finest. He might be short, but he has the ability, honestly, to get to the rim at will. And there's no problem taking the contact and finishing the play at his size. That is a unique quality from the kid from North Kakalaki.
And that about does it. We send it to Kevin Harlan.
It's a Western Conference matchup as the Portland Trailblazers come into town in this game. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. After this game, the Rockets head back out on the road. They've come out very strong. Their early season play has been excellent.
Yeah, right now, the Rockets, it's been the kind of start to their season that a lot of experts were predicting. And by that, I mean a very strong start.
Well, the squad is loaded, and with the roster they have, anything less would have been a letdown.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Damian Lillard out there with Henderson. Then it's Plumlee. Then there's Davis. And it's Aminu in at the small forward. Here's Lillard. The Rockets pull it in. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And a couple guys got hot early, and then it became contagious. You could see that everybody kind of pitched in when it came to shooting.
Exactly right, Greg. Normally there's a hot shooter. The defense can kind of lock into that guy and then let somebody else get some shots, but that wasn't even an option in that game because everybody was on fire.
And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Here's Henderson, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Ariza kicks to Lawson. And some nice passing there by Houston. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. Last season was difficult for Dwight Howard, to say the least, across the board. Worse since, in fact, his rookie year.
Yeah, he just wasn't able to stay healthy. Looks dominant in spurts. Gets you thinking, okay, he's back, then his body betrays him.
Now, here's Aminu. 14 points from him the last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And 3 blocks on the game as well. He was going all out and making plays defensively. And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
Here is Harden. He had 22 points in the win against Boston.
And in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Lillard dishes to Aminu. Davis, the pass to Henderson. Davis with a screen on Hart. Here's Henderson. Here's Davis, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket. I tell you what, man, it looks as though the light has officially gone on for Ed Davis. I mean, he drifted around a bit over his first 5 seasons, but he made real strides last year.
Going back to Ed Davis, his rebounds, field goal percentage were way up last year. He's finally developed the strength to anchor inside, and Greg, the skill set to convert scoring opportunities as well.
And Kevin, you can see his confidence growing. He just needs to keep at it to reach his full potential. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Aniunas, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Henderson. A 17-point game for him in the win against San Antonio. Harden with it. Al-Farouq Amino covering. Aniunas kicks to Howard. And it's good from the elbow.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Plumlee with the screen. Henderson dishes to Plumlee. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Plumlee's got his first bucket of the night. For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against the San Antonio Spurs.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at him wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
And Portland making a change here. Frazier's checked in. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Howard kicks to Harden. Back to Howard. Shot clock at 5. The shot. Not gonna go as it bounces high off the rim. For Portland, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Henderson kicks to Davis. Makes it off the glass. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Now here's Lawson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Ariza kicks to Aniunas. On the wing, Harden. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Now here's Frazier. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Dwight Howard.
Well, Portland had another strong season against the rest of the West. Ended up with a record of 31-21 in the conference, and that was good enough to earn them the 4th spot in the West.
Portland did end up 4th in the West, as you said, Greg. You're talking about that. And their 31-21 in conference record was the exact same as it was at the end, Clark, of the 2014 season.
Well, actually, Portland won more games in 2014 than they did last season. Ended up 4th in the conference, mostly because of how they won their division.
Here's Plumlee. Rockets with the rebound.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Ariza. 6 points for James Harden.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Henderson kicks to Frazier. The pass to Plumlee. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Portland again missing. Rockets leading by 3. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Rockets.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Yeah, the Rockets were able to make it to the second spot in the West at the very end of the season. Actually came down to the last day. They could have ended as low as 6 going into the final games.
Now here's Henderson. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Tries again, and there's the nice layup by Plumlee. Plumlee's got his second basket.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Terrence Jones is checked in for Houston. Vonleh's checked in for Portland. The dish now to Howard. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4. Trailblazers trail by 3. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, a moment ago, Terry Stotts and I were able to chat. He said that they'd be focusing a lot of their defensive energies on containing Ty Lawson, especially in transition. He added, Lawson is one of the fastest players in the league. So if you let him get out and run, you're putting yourself at a huge disadvantage. We've got to keep him in the half court and limit his penetration. Guys?
Thank you, Doris.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Now here's Jones. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Capella's checked in, and Corey Brewer's subbed in for James Harden. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Leonard's checked in, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, good call there. I mean, feet clearly moving when he set the screen.
And he lowered the shoulder, too. I mean, they were going to get him there one way or the other. I mean, that was an easy call.
Houston in the lead. Now here's Beverly. Dishes to Jones. And Beverly kicks to Brewer. Here's Capella. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Capella's got his first bucket in this one. Trailblazers trail by 4. Frazier the pass to Vonleh. Henderson, no one around him. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope. It's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Outside, Jones. In the corner, it's Brewer. Back to Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. Damian Lillard pulls it in. The Trailblazers have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Frazier kicks to Anderson. The shot by Lillard wide open. And he's good on the 3 ball. Lillard's got his first 3 points of the game. Brewer pushes to Ariza. And there's the 3-second violation. The players you see here contribute as much on D as they do at the other end of the court. A list of the steal leaders among point guards. 5th on the list, Damian Lillard.
And not only are these players tremendous at picking a ball handler's pocket, but as terrific point guards, they also know how to jump into passing lanes and get a steal or deflection that way as well.
For sure. I mean, they wreak havoc defensively in all kinds of ways. On the ball, off the ball, in transition. Boy, this group is the complete package at both ends of the floor.
And with Gerald Henderson Jr., what you see is what you get, a solid player, good athleticism, but he doesn't really specialize, Clark, in any one thing.
Well said, Kevin, right on the mark with that. He came into the league as a jack-of-all-trades kind of guy. Skills were somewhat unrefined, and that's sort of where he is today. He is who he is.
Now, here's Beverly. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Snatched away. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And Lillard kicks to Henderson. Stolen by Decker. Here's Brewer. Got a piece of it. They get it back. Capella with the bucket. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's the screen. Lillard attacking. And Jones sends it back. Now in transition is Brewer. Here we go. From 11 feet away, Capella with the bucket. Capella's got his third basket of the night.
And going back to Henderson, he has the raw tools and intelligence to be a good scorer, but limited range and ball handling skills have put a cap on his development. Plus, he kind of lacks a go-to scorer's mentality.
They get the rebound.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Decker passes to Brewer. Pass to Jones. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
And, of course, Gerald Henderson Jr.'s dad was a solid NBA player in his own right. Never made an all-star team, but was a 3-time NBA champion. And ultimately, that's what counts.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Well, for Terrence Jones, Clark, a very scary episode to begin last season. He suffered from a rare nerve damage to his left leg.
Yeah, he wondered if he'd be able to play again after missing 3 months. He finally got back out on the court. Good for him, because I enjoy watching him play.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Brewer issues to Beverly. The feed now to Brewer. Pass to Capella. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
And I tell you what, the Rockets are happy to have Terrence Jones back and healthy. They tried to acquire Bosch last season. Looked like they had it, but make no mistake, Jones was always going to be a player not only with tremendous potential, but someone that they view as a valuable commodity on that roster.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Harrell, he's checked in for Terrence Jones. And it's KJ McDaniels in for Brewer. Passes it to McDaniels. Here's Capella. He has 6. Kicks to Beverly. Jacks up a 3. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Portland leading. They set the pick. Lillard the pass to Leonard. And the 3 off target. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And stolen by Lillard. And KJ McDaniels gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. 6 seconds left to play in the first. And the dunk by Vonleh.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Here's McDaniels. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic.
I was taught to, never
I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
I think that would be accurate. I mean, Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs to be doing. I mean, his reality is trying to live up to the expectations for him in Portland.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second quarter. Davis is out there with Plumlee. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu. Then there's Frazier. And it's Henderson in at the 2 spot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And the Rockets were a tough team last year, but at times it really felt like a one-man show. Harden carried them so much for so long. You just have to wonder if it wore him out.
Terry against Frazier. He feeds it to Henderson. Plumlee with the screen. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Plumlee's got the lead. Back up to 3 now for Portland. Here's McDaniels. Henderson defending. Right side, Terry. Poke loose. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Frazier. It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Plumlee sets the pick for Henderson. He kicks to Aminu. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Portland.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
You know, guys, Al-Farouq Aminu, so highly regarded coming out of college, still really finding his way around the NBA. But this last season with Dallas, he may have found his niche in this league.
That's a great point, Kevin. A guy who can give you a lot of things, rebounding, defense, hustle points. But he's already played on a number of teams in his young career because he's still trying to, as you put it, find that niche. Maybe he's finally developed who he is.
Monty Eunice is checked in for Houston. Harden comes in for KJ McDaniels. Terry kicks to Harden. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Yeah, and on the topic of Aminu, he's a bit of a tweener. Doesn't have quite the quickness and ball handling skills the top small forwards have. Doesn't have the bulk or grit to match up against the better power forwards. He's a hard fit for what you want to have done at that position.
Davis dishes to Henderson. 5 on the clock. Frazier with it. And Terry picks him up defensively. And the rebound goes to Jason Terry. Gets trailed by 5. Here's Ariza. Oh, that's blocked. But they get it back. Monty Eunice passes to Howard. It's Ariza on the wing. He's covered by Aminu. Ariza kicks to Monty Eunice. And he banks in the layup.
And guys, getting back to Aminu, he still has the tools to be a really good player, but like so many young guys, he has to focus. He has to bring the intensity 100% every game. And I could see him being one of those late bloomers, if you will.
Henderson, no good.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Terry outside. Now here's Ariza. He's covered by Aminu. That doesn't go either for Ariza. Portland leading by 3. Here's Davis. Good D by Ariza.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that. That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Terry against Frazier. Davis sets a screen. Shot from 12. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. For the Rockets, Terrence Jones is checked in for Howard. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jason Terry. Back to Beverly. Down low. Here's Jones. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Jones has got 6 points. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Frazier dishes to Henderson. Feeds it to Plumlee. Can't hit. And Houston the other way now. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And on paper, you'd call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
Yeah, it was a surprising outcome for me and you. But, hey, sometimes matchups can play out a certain way. We'll see how they do tonight.
Harden against Henderson. Here's Harden on the wing. 8 points for him. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Harden shoots the 3. No good. Portland leading. And Aminu kicks to Frazier. Down low. Tipped away. And now Brewer running the floor all by himself.
You can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
Plumlee with the screen. Here's Henderson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And Harden with the stuff.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Henderson passes to Frazier. Here's Plumlee. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal. That might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Eunice dishes to Harden. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
For the Trailblazers, Damian Lillard, he's checked in for Henderson. And Presley subbed in for Tim Frazier. And here we go. Houston running again. And then Jones with the jam.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Lillard against Harden. Lillard attacking. And Jones pulls it down. Rockets leading by 4. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play. So Jones will go to the free throw line. It's on Damian Lillard. For the Trailblazers, Leonard comes in for Mason Plumlee. And Vonleh's subbed in for Davis. The Rockets have shot 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Trailblazers trail by 7. Here is Lillard. He picked up 30 points in their last win against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And don't forget his unbelievable steal total in that game. I mean, almost to the point they didn't want to bring the ball up the floor. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Last season, Portland won the Northwest Division and had a good year, certainly, but they had some issues when they were the away team on the road and away from the Rose Garden. They had some problems.
Yeah, actually played under 500 on the road, Kevin. Something you rarely see out of a team that wins 51 games.
Houston making a switch here. Capella's checked in. And Brewer kicks to Beverly. He dishes it to Brewer. On the wing, Harden. 5 to shoot. A baseline J. Cannot hit. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Offensively, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game. Leonard, that one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Over to the wing. Here's Capella, and he slams it one-handed.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Harden with it. Al-Farouq Amino covering. Can't connect from short range.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Now the pass to Lillard. Now the dish to Pressey. He tries for 3, and that one's good. Pressey's got his second basket of the night. Rockets leading by 3. On the wing, Brewer. Back to Harden. Everly with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Brewer passes to Beverly, and that misses badly. Air ball. Pressey dishes to Aminu. Now, here's Lillard. There's the pick. Pass to Vonleh. From deep. Rockets with the rebound. And now here comes Jones leading the break up the floor. Beverly against Pressey. Harden kicks to Jones. Harden outside. Houston needs to get a shot. Here's good. Whoa!
Punches it down.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. When you think of James Harden, you don't think much about his athleticism. His strength, though, is exceptional for his position.
Yeah, I think that's his greatest attribute. His ball handling's good, but it's his strength. He's able to run through contact.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Harrell, he's checked in for Terrence Jones. Decker comes in for Corey Brewer. Daniels, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Lawson in for Patrick Beverly. Pressey passes to Vonleh. Lillard from outside. No good. And Houston the other lane.
And Harden able to get wherever he wants on the court. I mean, he can muscle you, but he's also got that Euro step and all those moves that just leave you in a dizzy.
Here's McDaniels. And the rejection by Leonard. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. Here's McDaniels.
Just has lost the feel in terms of scoring here in the second quarter.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebound.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win. You know, and Harden, you think about how elusive he is, but at the same time, he's the guy that seeks contact. I mean, he'll entice a defender to try and reach in, and a master salesman when it comes to getting those refs to blow the whistle.
Here's Decker. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Decker's got the lead up to 7 now for the Rockets.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
There's a screen. Lillard from outside. Lillard again missing.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter, and that's an understatement.
23 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now Now here's Decker. He's tightly guarded. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And if they're smart, they can hold it for the last shot.
To me, that's got to be the target. Make sure you manage the clock effectively so you do get the last shot.
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Stolen. And so that brings the first half to a close. Rockets ahead, up by 9. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, and it's the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 12 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
And Kenny, what did you see from Portland?
Can this team please get fired up on defense? I mean, get angry, get upset. Guys are way too soft and giving up way too many good looks. At some point, you got to draw the line in the sand. Be like, okay, who's crossing this line? If you're coming over here, I'm taking a hard foul, and I'm going to resist you on defense.
And that'll do it for now, as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Second half just about to get going here.
They just haven't been able to contain Harden. He has 12 points and several assists.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Rockets. Modiunas and Howard, the post pair. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. And it's Lawson in at the 1.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. It's on Al-Farouq Aminu. And guys, before last season, Trevor Ariza signing a 4-year, $32 million deal with the Rockets. Big free agent get for the team.
And, you know, they wanted to re-sign Chandler Parsons, Kevin, but with his departure, in comes Ariza, and Trevor is a quality replacement. I mean, a terrific wing defender, and he's a nice spot-up shooter as well.
And, you know, you compare their games. Ariza a bit more limited maybe offensively than Parsons, a few years older, but he's also a better defender and also better at playing without the basketball. Remember, you got 5 guys out there, only 1 ball. Sometimes your chemistry can improve when a guy doesn't need the basketball to be effective.
Davis with a screen on Ariza. Henderson. Davis dishes to Plumlee. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Plumlee. Harden grabs the miss.
And, you know, for the Rockets, a nice pairing with James Harden and Trevor Ariza. Ariza, a spot-up shooter and defender, while Harden arguably the premier offensive creator in the league. I mean, they really complement each other well.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Now that we have a moment, let's take a peek at the teams that are leading the league in blocks. The Rockets, number 1.
You know, sometimes a team, Kevin, will have one guy who does a nice job blocking shots. Other times, a guy finds ways to get other players involved in shot blocking. Well, this team does it as a group. That's why they're the league's best in block shots.
To the paint, it's stolen by Davis. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Henderson with the ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Henderson's got 12 points in the game.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Howard kicks to Harden. Second chance shot. It's blocked. Here's Modiunas. Here's Lillard. He has 5. Henderson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Shoots off the screen. Second shot opportunity, and it's sent back by Howard. And it's Ariza in the corner. Dishes to Howard. Another miss by Houston. Trailblazers trail by 10. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And it's Davis with the jam.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Houston leading by 8. Harden the pass to Moniunas. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Henderson. And here's Aminu. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Lillard against Ariza. Elbow shot. And he gets it to go. And it's 7 points for Damian Lillard.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Here's Lawson, and he makes good on his first shot of the game. And the Rockets lead by 8.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Plumlee with a screen on Ariza. Lillard. Outside, Davis. Ariza against Lillard. To the left side wing. Here's Aminu, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Houston leading by 6. Lawson kicks to Harden. And there's the feed to Moniunas. Harden dishes to Howard. Passes it to Harden. Kicks it to Howard. Just 5 to shoot. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Henderson passes to Lillard. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well. Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Plumlee with the screen. Lillard attacking, and that one comes up a bit short.
The defense there got away with a major lapse. And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Henderson.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Lawson kicks to Howard. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Howard's got 10 points in the game. Now Henderson. 14 points for him. Lillard outside. He feeds it to Plumlee. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Dwight Howard. Mason Plumlee will really put it on you. Tough, hard-nosed player. Has the size to bang and the athleticism, GA, to run the court.
And it's interesting, Kevin. His game translated better as a professional than maybe as a collegiate. I mean, he's a guy that's a lunch pail kind of player. Rolls up his sleeves, focuses in, and willing to do the dirty work. Excellent
point about the comparison college to pro. I think you're right on. Catching up on the changes for Houston. Terrence Jones is checked in for Moniunas. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. Jason Terry, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Ty Lawson. Frazier against Beverly. Shot by Frazier, no good.
And, you know, back to Plumlee, he showed steady improvement last season, improved statistically in just about every category over his rookie year. He could become a little less mechanical with his post game. I think he could even go higher.
You know, one thing about Plumlee, going back, he's been a tremendous rebounder. He can shoot over 60% from the field for you. However, he was a terrible free throw shooter last season, under 50%, which caused at least a couple teams to employ a little hack-a-Mason strategy.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
One thing about Corey Brewer, he's a defensive specialist, has a combination of size and quickness that's real hard to score against. I mean, equally good at defending in the half court or transition.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Davis. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thanks, Doris. Trailblazers trail by 10. Going back to Corey Brewer, he also has a sixth sense of sniffing out steal opportunities. Very quick hands. He's averaged 1.5 steals a game over his career.
Kevin, Corey's one of those guys that's always going to give that effort offensively and find ways to contribute there. But more importantly, he's going to give you results on the defensive side of the ball.
He has an amazing motor. Never shuts down. On the basket by Jones.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Frazier outside. Back to Davis. He kicks to Plumlee. Clock at 6. He was all alone on that one. Henderson's got 16.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
And Beverly kicks to Howard. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Plumlee's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Feeds to Henderson. He dishes it to Davis. The pass to Henderson. Davis sets a screen. Open shot, Henderson, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Rockets leading by 10. Terry outside. Howard against Plumlee. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, Dwight Howard had that back surgery, and he's had knee trouble, and he is no longer quite as dominant, Clark, as the player we saw back in certainly his younger days in Orlando.
Yeah, but nonetheless, Kevin, he's still in the conversation for best centers in the NBA. I think he remains a superstar big man when he's healthy.
KJ McDaniels, he's checked in for Jason Terry. And then for the Trailblazers, Leonard comes in for Mason Plumlee. And Vonleh's subbed in for Davis. And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. Left side, Leonard. The 3. And he gets the bucket. Leonard's got it back down to single digits for the Trailblazers.
And you remember back in Orlando, Dwight Howard, a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, not to mention a slam dunk title. He's lost some of that lift, but still has more than just about any other center in our league.
How about that, breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Frazier against Beverly. Frazier left side. And Capella sends it back. Inside. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do. And Howard missing a lot of time last season with various knee issues. He's taken his training and conditioning regimen to a new level, it looks like, to kind of preserve his body for the long haul.
Here's Henderson. 16 points for him. The dish now to Vonleh. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the shot. Vonleh's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
And K.J. McDaniels gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Pass to Vonleh. The kick out to Frazier. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Henderson. Pulls up. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Back to Beverly. Right side, Jones. Dishes it to McDaniels. Back to Jones. Here's McDaniels. He's covered by Aminu. A nice shot by McDaniels.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple. And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
And Brewer kicks to Beverly. The feed to Jones. Here's McDaniels. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. McDaniels got his 2nd bucket.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Beverly against Frazier to the left wing. 26 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Vonleh kicks to Henderson. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And he gets it to go. Capella's got 6 points in the quarter.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder, how much can they win by?
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Rockets lead by 15. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Beverly with the ball. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, they've got Al-Farouq Aminu. Henderson out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Davis in at the 4. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. There's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That is his 1st foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Passes it to McDaniels. Kicks it to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
He feeds it to Beverly. Back to Jones. He kicks to Decker. Beverly against Henderson. And it's Beverly missing. Trailblazers trail by 17. Lillard dishes to Aminu. Outside, Davis feeds to Lillard. Davis setting the pick for Lillard. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Harrell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He's still looking for his first 3-pointer of the 2nd half after making just 1 in the 1st.
Houston moving it around. McDaniels passes to Jones. He dishes it to McDaniels. Pulls up. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And Lillard kicks to Davis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. 9 points for Davis. Rockets leading by 15. Now here's Beverly. Decker dishes to Jones. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
That's good. Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
That one misses for Jones.
Tremendous output from Jones. He has 17 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
And the pass to Henderson. Here's Aminu. That one's good from the corner. Timeout called, the Rockets.
And for the past few seasons, Portland's bench has really been their Achilles heel. I mean, last year they showed some improvement. The reserves play stole the game for them on more than one occasion, but still wouldn't be considered a strength.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Kevin McHale address his team. His message, I don't want us patting ourselves on the back just yet. We can congratulate ourselves after the final horn. Right now, we need to go out there and take this one home. Guys?
And that one's good. 16 points for James Harden.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The Trailblazers rebound.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
That is good. And that's now 18 points for James Harden. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And for Portland, the bench still wasn't leaned on heavily for minutes. Greg was just talking about that, but they were in the top 5, Clark, in scoring efficiency, and they shot 45% from the floor on the year.
And what was a weakness for them in 14 was a strength for them in 15. And actually, they were their best down the stretch of last season.
Here's Lawson. Howard in the post. He's guarded by Plumlee. Lawson outside. In the corner, Harden, 4 on the shot clock. And another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Rockets lead by 21.
And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow.
Ty Lawson pulls it in.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Howard at the elbow. And he dunks it down.
How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
I tell you what, he just couldn't contain himself on that one.
Henderson passes to Lillard. Now the dish to Henderson. Plumlee with the screen. Henderson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Henderson kicks to Lillard. His three-pointers off the mark.
Boy, it's been a rough day for him, Kevin. I mean, he's not the only reason they're down right now, but he's certainly one of them.
And it's sent back by Plumlee. Here's Henderson, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Some nice numbers in this one for Henderson. 16 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark, and this offense has really performed at a high level.
And he makes both free throws. As magical as the 2014 playoffs were for the Blazers, remember they beat Houston in that first round, that great shot by Lillard late to win it and move on. 2015, not as much. You know, Greg, they drew a very tough Memphis team, as you recall, in the first round.
Yeah, you often talk about styles making fights. Very similar in this series. They would go on to drop the first 3 games before being bounced, but still a good showing for a team that struggled mightily down the stretch with injuries.
And both free throws good for Howard.
And, you know, just as you said, Portland didn't have enough to get by the Grizzlies in the first round. Ended up losing in 5 after taking 1 game, and that was game 4. Just had a hard time breaking down the Memphis defense.
But he stays with it. They get it back, and it's slammed in by Davis.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
Another loss for the Blazers when they were the 4 seed, as you mentioned. As a franchise, they have lost in the first round every time they have ended up as the 4 seed. Not exactly a good position for them to be in. Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Out to the right wing. And Aminu kicks to Henderson.
And you know, the new court projection visuals, all the rage in the NBA now. Instead of having to use a screen over the court, they just project video and images straight onto the court. I think before long, you'll see it everywhere.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Lillard dishes to Henderson. There's the triple. And there's Lillard on the assist by Henderson. Henderson's got his assist totals piling up, 11 now for him. Those court projections you see in the pregame, we don't even have the best angle for them. They're so good.
Yeah, nice perk for those sitting a little higher up on those or those watching TV. It's about putting on a show and at the end of the day, entertaining the fans.
Right wing. And Aminu kicks to Davis. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Watson the pass to Ariza. Dishes to Moniunas. Great D that time from Davis. Trailblazers trail by 21, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Just a boneheaded play there, guys. Plain and simple.
Well, tell me how you really feel about that, Greg. But you're right. I mean, mistakes like that will keep you from cutting deficits, no doubt.
Ariza goes in. That's good. Ariza's got 11 points here in just the second half.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Lillard against Ariza. Lillard misses.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And it's Ariza in the corner. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And Commissioner Silver taking a bold stance on sports betting. I mean, going into last season, he wrote that op-ed piece saying that it needs to be legalized federally and basically brought into the light of day.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Harden. No luck. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here is Lillard. Plumlee with the screen. Lillard outside. Davis sets a screen. Pass to Henderson. 3-pointer. The offensive rebound. Houston leading by 23. To the middle. Here's Howard, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Portland's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Davis dishes to Henderson. To the inside. Plumlee. Soft touch off the glass. Plumlee's got 4 this quarter. And for Commissioner Silver arguing for legalized sports betting, that's a major reversal from what most sports commissioners Clark had said in the past.
Yeah, you know, I like his open-mindedness, not just about that issue, but a number of issues that confront the league. And, you know, he's right in regards to the gambling, but the internet, people are making these bets anyway, so it makes sense for the league to take a look at it.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Harrell, he's checked in for Monty Eunice. Decker comes in for Trevor Ariza. KJ McDaniels, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Terry in for Ty Lawson. No one near him. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Terry against Pressey. And the foul on Jason Terry. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know, guys, coaching in the NBA is not for the faint of heart. Very little job security. I mean, in essence, you get hired to be fired. Let's face it, it's hard to make a bunch of millionaires do what you tell them to when they might be around longer than you will.
They set the pick. Back to Miller. Shoots. Rockets with the rebound. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Rockets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
In what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one tonight against the Trailblazers.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game for Howard. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Portland's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Miller. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. McDaniels kicks to Harrell, and it's thrown down hard with both hands. 30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pressey passes to Vonleh. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Outside Terry. It's rebounded by Vonleh. The feed now to Pressey. With the floater. Nobody near Leonard. Off target with that shot. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Dwight Howard. He just put it completely out of reach in the fourth quarter. It was as if he was saying, okay, enough fooling around. I'm taking over now. What are your thoughts, Shaq?
Well, when Dwight uses his physical presence and athleticism to the max, he's nearly impossible to stop. He's got the body of a center, but the hops of a swing man. Just got to put it all together now.
When you're having a night shooting in the high 50s, you're being efficient with your shot selection. He played smart basketball tonight and really made each possession count. He was the difference maker.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.